What's happening, guys? Today I want to talk about why goals may be destroying your progress. Okay, so quite often we hear about how you need to set goals, set realistic goals and go after them, and that's going to keep you on the path. If you mark your goals down and you put them up on a wall, then you're going to be successful, right? Well, I want to talk about why a lot of times I feel like goals actually really destroy people, and especially if your goals are tied with deadlines. All right, so here's what a lot of people end up doing. They set goals towards a certain accomplishment, a more end goal, and they'll say they want to do it by a certain amount of time. So let's just say your goal is to lose 50 pounds and you want to do it by such and such a date, okay? And you get out there, you start working hard, things are going pretty good, but you get to that date and now let's say you've lost 30 pounds, but your goal is 50 pounds. Okay, losing 30 pounds is awesome. No matter how long that took, that would be a fantastic progress, right? Like that would be doing really well. But since you had this goal of 50 pounds, now you feel like a failure. You feel like you let yourself down, like things aren't working. And what happens? Well, now you give up. Well, it's not working, so who cares? Well, you just crushed it. You just lost 30 pounds. That's freaking fantastic. But it like minimizes the progress that you actually make, and it makes it seem like it's not very good, even though it's fantastic. And the same could be said for just about anything, whether it be weight loss or powerlifting or whatever. I mean, let's say your goal is to squat 500 by a certain amount of time, and you go and by that time you can only squat 485. Well, maybe you started at 400, you got to 485. You just put 85 pounds on your squat, which is freaking fantastic, but I missed my goal, I suck, and you feel like you didn't make any good progress when in fact you actually freaking killed it. So this is why I've never been a big fan of goals, personally. Now everyone's a little bit different and handles things differently, but for me it's like, okay, yeah, I would love to reach these certain set points, but I'm not going to put a time frame on it, and I'm just going to focus more on the process of getting there versus the end goal itself. Because when you really focus on the actual processes themselves, that's how you're going to get to the goals anyway. So if your goal is to squat 500 pounds, well, maybe your goals, instead of saying your goal is to squat 500 pounds, maybe your goal is to consistently squat twice a week. Or if you're trying to lose weight and you haven't been exercising and you haven't been tracking your nutrition, instead of saying I want to lose such and such pounds, maybe your goal should now be, my goal is to work out 4 days a week and track my macros, or something like that. You know, something more process oriented, something that's more tangible, and something that is going to lead you to your goals anyway. Because if you want to lose the weight, if you want to lose 40, 50 pounds or whatever the heck it is, even if it's only 10 or 15 pounds, right? If you want to lose that weight or gain that strength, the way you're going to get there is through doing the work. So why not focus on goals of doing the work rather than the end goal itself? Because the end goal is really irrelevant anyways. I mean, yes, they're great when they happen, you feel good when it happens, but that good feeling is going to go away, and there is no end anyway. You cannot have an end. All right, so if your goal is just to lose 40 pounds and then you're done, well, you're just going to gain it back anyways, because you're just going to stop and you're going to go back to the way things were, and your weight's going to come back on fast and then some. So there's no end, there's just next. So instead of focusing on that end goal, focus on doing things that will get you there, and then you can go from there and chase something else and do something else. But focusing on goals and the end goal can be very dangerous. When you tie a deadline to it, it's deadly. I do not like deadlines. I think that it absolutely destroys people. So that's my opinion anyways. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. Drop it in the comments below, and I will talk to you next time.
I'm addicted to the love that you're giving. Every minute, every day I've been craving.